Oh, I forgot we were live. Jeez. All right. Yeah, getting it going. All right. All right, so survivors have entered the tribal council area, and we will just let you take a look at them. I can't wait for that to be the face that's this thumbnail. Okay. All right, so our merge members are here at tribal council. All right.
Caitlin, Sierra, Rob, and Barry voted out at our last tribal council.
Sierra.
Is that right?
Huh?
Isn't that right?
You said Sierra.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I feel like I've been asking you every time. Alright, folks. Final 7. This is a big moment in the game. Damien, it's 2 in a row for you with the necklace.
Yeah.
Sure, it feels good. Are you at all worried about the perception it's starting to give the rest of the tribe?
Yeah, because I'm only good at so many things, and if we hit them now, then I think it kind of sets me up with a target on my back. So go down the road, and the odds are lower than the things I'm good at coming out.
Okay. Okay. Justin. Filling the viewers, filling myself. It was a unanimous vote. You were all in on it. Why Barry?
Barry had approached me about a plan of 8 to blindside a member of the Alliance. He's the first one to sort of make a shady move, so in a sense Barry, it just kind of played out that he had to get the snake out of the grass, as one would say.
Okay. Angela. Final 7 tribal council. Probably the biggest moment in every Survivor season. It's generally, when the biggest threat is taken out of the game. Do you expect this game is going to follow suit?
Yeah, I think this is a really, really important vote because there's nowhere to hide. Like, this is like the core, and you just gotta figure out where you stand and with the people that you really, really trust.
Chris, how fluid is this group, do you feel like? Are tides shifting vote to vote, or do you feel like the same names are being brought up tribal after tribal?
Well, I was still at last tribal council. I say it, I'm still worried again. Like I said, he's wearing the necklace. There's a lot of green over there, and I'm sitting here. I'm the only one left without protection right now. So, but I think there's been some shifting going on. I just don't know where. I'm trying to find it.
Albie? Again, you received a vote at the last tribal council. Is that starting to wear on you, or are you starting to pissing you off? How are you addressing that with the rest of the group?
I'm just saying how it is. I'm just saying, like, I don't like my name out there. Like,
Yeah.
Whatever. And it is what it is. It's a game, I get it, but you're putting people on the jury, so you want to send people to the jury that, they feel good about you, So.
Okay. Waylon, it was a unanimous vote last round. I mean, kind of a weird spot to have a unanimous vote in the game, and it's a time where you need to be building, kind of a core group heading forward, right? So how do you find that core group when all of you hypothetically voted together last round?
It's very tough, because I do believe that, us 7, we're a pretty strong core all together. Yeah, we have our divisions and whatnot, but I do believe we come together, and, when an answer needs to be found, we found it together. And we're supportive of each other, respectful, and understanding, which makes it easy, but it makes it very difficult to transcend each division of the tribe.
Steph, that was a pretty valiant effort towards the end of that tribal life where you're hopping around, putting in every last effort. I mean, if you came up just short at that vote, at that challenge, and ended up being voted out here, just kind of describe to me, how devastating that would be to have your game end that way.
I mean, I went up against the big guy, so I tried my best. I tried to like hop on one foot as long as I could, but it would really be, it would be disappointing, but it would just, I tried to give it all I could. As you saw, as everyone saw, that's all I could give. So I did my best.
Okay. Anyone got any final words? Let's get out of the rain. We'll start with you, Damien.
Okay. Damien setting off. One of 7 people to cast his vote. We'll just make our way out of the tribal council area to chat about this. Let's see. Okay. We're just going to take you down the way here. All right, and here we go. So we will just talk about what we have heard as soon as we get in our usual spot where we hang out during these tribals. So, coming off of, again, a very weird unanimous vote at the final 8, everyone thinking it's in their best interest to get rid of Barry. And obviously some people were right about that, and some people had to be wrong about that as well. So it will be interesting to see who ended up making the right decision on that front. Justin making a really either dramatic lie at tribal or a really bold nugget of truth and a window into his game there, telling us how Albie was a key member in his, a member in his key alliance. Describing Albie as a member in his key alliance, which to me is signaling to many people potentially that they are not in his key alliance and therefore not his priority. I do not know if Justin's name is being tossed around right now as a potential vote, but so I do not know if that's already happening or if anyone here heard that and might be changing their mind. Not too much side looks or discussion amongst these survivors during this, so I do not know, but an interesting revelation by Justin nonetheless. Damien sitting again with that immunity around his neck. At an earlier tribal council, Damien talked about how he was looking to the end game and making decisions on challenge strength and challenge ability and who he could beat out in challenges. That strategy appears to be paying off for him as he has now won immunity yet again and safe from yet another vote, securing his spot in the final 6. A lot at play here. Albie's name has been written down on almost every tribal council in the last few, and he's not happy about it. Again, making the point, trying to make the point, I think, during tribal council to his fellow castaways that, all of these people voting for him now perhaps would not vote for him in a final tribal scenario if they were trying to get him out and failing. So Albie already, doing a soft pitch for why he should get to the end or be taken to the end or be considered for one of those spots to his fellow members. He is obviously, has his head in this game. Steph, we saw battling it out, giving her absolute all. For those that missed it, she was hopping around on one foot, doing all kinds of crazy things to stay in the challenge, was, lost only to Damien. And I do not know if that was because she felt that she really needed it this time and that she is vulnerable, or that she just really wanted that win, as I'm sure we all would if we were playing. But we will find out exactly what the situation is. in moments because we are heading on back into Tribal Council with the last player who is now voting. So we'll just be coming in. Ooh, sorry. My foot just went into a hole. That was weird. Okay, and now during this. Alright, can you just try to see the what's a little loud because I have to, I can't
Yeah.
do that picture.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you. Alright, and
Oh, you're all back. You're
everyone
back.
is-
All right,
everyone is
I will
back.
go very carefully to go
they're
read
like
the vote.
ninjas. Oh my god. Safe travels, Cam, as he goes on down. Alright, our survivors are all back. Some of them shivering, some of them a little cold and wet over here, but all waiting in suspense. Waiting to see what will happen next. Oh. A lot of them ducking their heads down, presumably trying to avoid the rain hitting their faces. Everyone's got either a hat or a hood on to try and block some of that rain. We're just waiting to find out who will join the other members of the jury who have been sitting in on this whole tribal council, taking in everything as they continue to think on a decision they will have to make at the end of this day.
All right. Anybody has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play one? Now would be the time to do so. Okay, I'll read the votes. Once the decision is read, and once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person will be asked to the tribal council area immediately. Here we go. First vote. Chris. Second vote. Stephanie. Third vote. Chris. Fourth vote. Steph, that's 2 votes each. Fifth vote. Chris, that's 3. Sixth vote. Steph, that's 3. 1 vote left. The next person voted out of Can You Survive 2021, and the 5th member of our jury, Steph. That's 4, that's enough. You've earned your choice. Steph, the tribe is spoken. Thank you.
Alright. Everyone
Congratulations on making final
clapping
six.
for Steph. We're just gonna follow her on down the way here. Here, you can join me under the umbrella. We're gonna get some last words with you, but we'll just come on down the way here. We are so sad to see you over here on this lane instead of.
Okay. I did it for Stump Out Bullying. We played as hard as I can, and we actually won some money for a charity. So
You sure
hey.
did. Yes. And so, let's see. Once we get on down here,
Sure.
I'm gonna, let's see, hope that. Hey, Najina, can you bring the umbrella over, Steph while I interview her, please?
Yes.
Or like,
It's fine.
or we can all three crowd under there while she holds this umbrella. Let's do
Yeah,
that.
let's do that.
Okay, so you're gonna take this umbrella. Sorry, I just have to keep the equipment not in the rain.
Absolutely.
All right, come closer, come closer. Okay, cool. Hi, so this, you are live right now with our viewers, so this is your chance to give kind of your last words, last thoughts, share anything that's going through your mind, and then we'll ask you a few questions at the end, and at the very end you'll also be able to shout out your charity one more time. So first, just your thoughts, anything, this is your time.
So I would like to say that this was very exciting. Can You Survive made such a, like the production team, Brandon, everyone, like did such a great job in putting all of this together that if anyone's interested, you have to come down and you have to try this. It is a blast. It is for fun. It is for charity. Like, you have to do it.
Thank you so much for that. So, Steph, you lasted all the way about halfway through the jury phase. Such an incredible, impressive showing here. Lots of game that you played, tons to be proud of. We'd love to hear from you. What is something that you're maybe most proud of?
Well, I'm most proud of just like as far as I made it into the game. For me, it wasn't necessarily about like winning or getting that win. It was more about like playing a game to represent my charity for Stop About Bullying. So I played it with grace, I played it with heart and determination, as you all saw.
Absolutely. And thank you again for your resounding endorsement of this experience. We'd love to know what maybe one of your favorite moments was, favorite memories, favorite experiences, just, yeah.
Yeah, and so I have to say, like, my favorite moments of this entire game was definitely me getting out here and actually making it to participate in this game. I mean, it really takes a lot for someone to put themselves out there, to expose themselves. And I would say for me as a Latina, and as a Latina color, to come down here amongst people that not all look like me, I went ahead, connected with folks, I went ahead and actually pushed my way to be in this position. I am honored to make it as far as I did in this game. So I would say that that's my proudest moment, is actually just getting myself out here. I could watch this on TV or on YouTube or anything like that. No, I actually came here and I tried it. And I just like, that's just great for me.
You did. You came out here and you took 4 planes to do so, and we are so appreciative. And you played your heart out for Stomp
Out
Bullying.
Stomp
Thank
out
you.
bullying.
Yes, so Stomp Out Bullying. So let our viewers know one more time what it's all about. Shout it out.
So Stomp Out Bullying is an organization that brings awareness to bullying prevention, diversity, equity amongst the youth. And so you can catch them at stompoutbullying.org, and they have the great initiatives. So I, as myself, I've been affected by bullying, and you know, back in the day it was just in school, and now it's like, you know, with the internet and everything that's going around, it's like all around with our young adults. So it's an important organization to me, and that's why I came out here today. Support Stop Out Bullying. I can't wait.
Thank you so much. Yeah, that's right. Congratulations on winning them that money. We're gonna let you go, and all right. Thank you. We're gonna switch. You're gonna come back under this umbrella. Yeah, and yeah. Okay, sorry, that was very close. I did not mean to. Just making it work out here in the ring. So we just heard from Steph, and what an incredible player. Fought her heart out, as you heard her say, played with grace. Absolutely. I know everyone has really loved watching her play this game all week long. We will be again just zooming on into our next immunity challenge, so stick around because it'll be starting shortly. All right, so we will see you soon for the next challenge.